Ladies and gentlemen, another double review. Also, I'll be doing this instead of a Netflix review this week. First off, let's talk about Midsommar. Probably one of my most anticipated movies this summer. The only reason it didn't make it onto my most anticipated list was because I didn't know about it at the time. I was a huge fan of Hereditary, and I made a glowing review of it when it came out, and it ended up being my favorite movie of last year. So, this summer, I was willing to go to the movies, get a big bag of popcorn, and get ready to feel sad and disturbed for the summer movie season by the sophomore effort by director Ari Aster. So, how was it? Well, it's not as good as Hereditary. Anyway, it follows a group of American fans who are invited to take part in a 9-day Swedish festival where something very sinister is going on. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this movie is not accurate with Swedish tradition. If there are any Swedish people watching this, assuming that anybody's watching this at all and this is inaccurate, please correct me so I'll know to never vacation there. So, while Hereditary spent most of its running time as a disturbing family drama before delving into horror, this one is more of a straight-up slow-burn horror film with some surrealist elements. It's the kind of movie where you get the feeling that something is wrong but the characters rarely do, and it is full of beautiful shots and sequences. But unfortunately, at almost 2.5 hours it feels too long and does not have enough plot to sustain that runtime. There are some shocking parts, but even though they are much gorier than anything in Hereditary, they don't have the same emotional impact, not only compared to that scene, but it's also not even as disturbing as some of the quieter scenes of the family. But then near the end, it really picks up. It shows some creepy and unsettling ideas that are portrayed in a nightmarish fashion. The fact that it never fully answered what's going on in the movie makes it seem even more surreal and unsettling. It's artsy, but it will get under your skin. So yes, it does test the patience of the average horror fan, but it also rewards it in one hell of a way. It's not as good of a slow burn as Hereditary, but it does have a better ending. As much as I loved that movie, the ending was admittedly kind of disappointing. Overall, it will probably be more beloved by art house fans, but if you keep your mind open to the beautiful shots and images and go in with a lot of patience, you might be satisfied. I'm not sure if I'd recommend it, but I'd say I enjoyed it overall despite my disappointment. And now on to Spider-Man Far From Home, the second movie in the third Spider-Man franchise in less than 20 years. From John Watts, director of its predecessor, this movie follows Peter Parker on a European vacation, but of course his superhero duties follow him. And over the course of the movie, he needs to become more content with the fact that he is on to bigger things than just being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Much like the first, it is as much a teen comedy as it is an action film, and it succeeds on both counts. I think that the first one was a little better, but that's expected of most sequels. It is very funny and the action is also really good. The particular standouts are a few scenes, I'm not going to spoil what they are, but if you saw the movie you know them, that have a psychedelic and surreal feeling to them. Tom Holland is as good as always as the socially awkward Peter Parker, and newcomer Jake Gyllenhaal is excellent in his role. All in all, it was your average Marvel movie, no real surprises, but I can't complain. But then when the mid-credits scene came and we saw how the movie really ended, that was when it was elevated to a higher level. It's full of surprises that not only affect the future of the franchise, but also the events of the movie before. Basically, it gives the movie both the most shocking ending and the best cliffhanger since Infinity War. I honestly can't wait to see how this affects things throughout the rest of the franchise. If you know and love Marvel movies, you'll like this one too. But that ending knocked my score up from a 3.5 to a... So I'm still waiting on my 10th subscriber. Come on, you know you want to. Being subscriber number 10 might be the greatest thing you'll ever accomplish in your worthless life. Also be sure to leave a like, share, and comment how my opinion is wrong and I'm just a Disney shill who can't appreciate real movies.